What's up everyone, OJ here, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about Persona 4 Arena Ultimax on the Nintendo Switch. That's coming out this week, March 17th, but the game is also coming to the PlayStation 4 and PC via Steam, but we're going to be particularly talking about, and footage will be from the Nintendo Switch version of the game. So real quick here guys, for those who don't know, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax is a remastered version of the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 game. However, it has all of the previously announced DLC, all the different costumes, all the different characters, everything is included, plus the original Persona 4 Arena story mode, which is a lot more in depth than I remembered it back when I played it on the PlayStation 3. Now, there are a ton of characters in this game, a nice deep roster from Persona 3 and also from Persona 4, plus the shadow variants, which add a little bit of spice to the gameplay there. I do like the alternate types of power and modes that those shadow versions do have. So if you're into Persona, you're definitely going to love that all of that is included, because there are different fighting styles for you to kind of beat down your opponents, whether it's the CPU or also people online as well. Now, talking about online, I do want to mention this real quick. With the PlayStation 4 and the PC versions of the game, there will be rollback netcode coming this summer. Unfortunately, the Nintendo Switch does not have that, as well as the lobby mode. That's not for the PC or the Nintendo Switch, but it will be for the PlayStation 4 version of the game. However, the Nintendo Switch version of the game does have something that's pretty cool, and that is the built-in, of course, portable mode, and the game runs really good portable. I can't capture any footage for you guys, but trust me on it, it actually runs really good portable, looks good portable as well, so no problems there if you want to get the beat down on the go or at any place in your house without your TV. Now, once again, this game is available on March 17th, and I wanted to get into some of the things that I really like about this game. Now, like I talked about before, there is a fully featured story mode with cutscenes and with dialogue and with everything that you could expect from an RPG in there. And to be honest, I don't want to show too much of it, especially for those who have not played it yet, because there could be some pretty big spoilers overall, but it is a canon style story. There are going to be things that tie back to the original Persona 4, Persona 4 Golden, so it's definitely something that you're going to want to check out if you've already played Persona 4 and want to get more of a story with all the options in there and learn more about these characters in the Persona 4 universe too. So pretty good on that one. Now, let's get into the meat and potatoes of any fighting game, and that is the modes, the content, the fighting, and this is where Persona 4 Arena Ultimax absolutely shines. There are various different battle modes. You've got the arcade, score attack, versus, and the online mode with ranked battles and also player matches. I wasn't able to get into any matches beforehand. I do like the fact that they do have multiple modes. Not everybody just wants an arcade mode and that's it. The score attack is really fun, and also the versus, if you want to play with somebody right there inside the room, you can do that. And another thing that I feel that fighting games kind of sometimes don't do a great job with is the lessons in teaching you how to play, but Persona 4 Arena Ultimax has you covered on that. I really enjoyed doing the lesson or tutorial mode, where it just completely teaches you everything, even from walking all the way to the advanced steps with the training modes in the game, lesson modes, tutorial. You can also do something that I really like here, and that's the challenge mode. And the challenge mode is your classic, hey, you have to do this advanced combo or basic combo in succession, and once you do that, you'll move on to the next thing. I spent quite a bit of time actually going into the challenge mode and seeing if I can actually get my combos exactly where I want it and learn things. You're going to learn quite a bit from doing each character's challenge mode, or just focusing in on a character that you love in the game and using that challenge mode. So I do love that they included all of those things in there. Now, one mode that I really like in this game that I feel that didn't get a lot of attention beforehand is the Golden Arena mode. Now, what this mode is that it's an RPG mode, essentially, to where you go through, you fight people, you fight different Persona characters and everything like that, and they're all customized. They all have different custom abilities, and so do you. You actually level up and learn and pick different abilities, and you'll fight against them in succession over and over. So I spent quite a bit of time in the Golden Arena mode leveling up my characters and having a bit of fun in there. Each character is different, and I think that's the cool thing about this. Even going back to the story mode, is that each character kind of has their own story and what they do and their perspective. So the amount of content in this game with the Ultimate Remastered version is pretty good, because it just seems like, man, this was mind-blowing how much content was actually packed in here with this remaster, especially, once again, like I said, if you're a Persona fan, you're definitely going to want to check it out. Now, what I really like about this, outside of what I've already discussed, the music. I think that everyone that plays Persona games knows that the music is pretty much S tier, and this is no exception. You have all of the favorites from Persona 4. You have some nice remixes in there. It sounds really high quality, so obviously the music is just something that I'm always going to have to point out when it comes to a Persona or any Atlus game when it comes to that. But also another thing for newbies or newcomers out there, it's really easy to pick up and play. There are some accessibility auto modes for you to use as well when you're playing offline. But even just playing the game, I mean, you can do some nice little combos just kind of going in, and if you're a button masher and having a bit of fun, if you have a brother or a sister that you want to play against, it's really cool to just easy and pick up and play. But then if you want to master everything and play at high level, you have the lesson, tutorial modes, and the challenge modes in there for you. So I do love that about the game. It does not have like that wall in front of you, like, oh my gosh, I gotta remember, 15 different button string combos and everything right at the beginning just to kind of hop in and have some fun. So I do love that. I did talk about the portable mode, which runs really well, and I think that that's good for people if you're busy, you want to just get some training in at any time. The Switch version is really good for that. But also kind of tying back to the overall look of the game. I mean, I think the presentation is very sleek. I love the menus and just so many different things about it that just kind of put things together. Sometimes it's a little bit sensory overload at times because there's just so much stuff popping off. But after you play for a while, you just get used to that style in terms of the flash and the substance that the Persona games do have. I mean, so the art style kind of goes right in there with the Arc System Works. Did a beautiful job of crafting all of these Persona characters and putting them in a fighting game. And it feels extremely natural, as if Atlus themselves actually made the game. It doesn't feel like it was a different company. It feels like they were right there hand in hand making the game. So the art style and accessibility and the presentation all just kind of wraps up and melds and looks good together. And another big thing, now I did mention it before, but you got to just say it again because of the content in the game, the amount of characters as well, the DLC all kind of packed in there. So you're getting the full experience. There's not anything else that you can pick up or you can get. So everything's included in there for players, so you don't have to worry about that. Originally, when the game first came out, it was like, okay, well, where's the DLC? How much stuff they're going to do? What's going on there? But now everything is packed in on it from the very beginning, so that's good as well. Now, a couple things that I necessarily didn't like with the Switch version, obviously there's the no lobby mode and there's not the rollback netcode announced for Switch at this point, so I wasn't able to test the online and everything to see how it works. I'm hoping it's pretty good based off of what they've talked about just a little bit there, but obviously rollback netcode would have been nice for the Switch version of the game. I'm not saying that it's not coming out because they haven't given an official statement on it, but for right now there isn't the lobby mode and there isn't the rollback netcode for the Nintendo Switch version of the game. But I did check, there is the player card, there is the ranked match, there is the player matches, so it does have quite a number of the features. It's just missing a couple of them there. Now, overall, when it comes to Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, I really enjoyed using the various different characters in the game. They all feel unique when it comes down to it, each different character that you use. I have my favorites with you and some of the other characters as well, but overall, I felt that it was a very sleek game that put in a lot of style and substance and content into there, and going back to it all these years later made me realize how like god tier Arc System Works is with their fighting games. Whenever you pick up and play them, it just feels natural, and for those that just want to play and have fun, you can do that. But if you want to really get in depth and learn the systems and the mechanics and the training, all of that is in there for you. So I really do respect Arc System Works content and their games and what they do with that, because anytime I've played Persona over the years, Persona 4 Arena, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, especially with this one, it felt like, okay, I was a little rusty at first, but I was able to pick up and play it and get right back into it. So overall, I'm definitely going to recommend Persona 4 Arena Ultimax for fighting game fans, or if you're into Persona. If you're not into competitive fighting, they still have the story mode. They have the Golden Arena mode in there, which I really like, with the RPG elements for you to just kind of play and have fun. It has multiple difficulty levels, so even if you're a novice or if you're a beginner, you're good. You can still play this game and have fun. If you're not into the competitive edge, you can do that. But if you want to go out there and fight and like be the best that you can with the ranked matches, or even just practice with live opponents, the player matches, you can do that as well. So overall, it's definitely just as good as it ever was back before, but even better on the Nintendo Switch with the extra content that they've added and everything. Or if you're buying it on the PlayStation 4 or the PC, it should be just as good, if not better, on there as well. So what are your thoughts when it comes to Persona 4 Arena Ultimax on the Nintendo Switch? What are your favorite characters in the Persona franchise? Who are you going to be using in the game if you're going to be picking it up? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're someone new, click that notification bell, and we will see you for the next video. Peace.